Hello everyone, welcome back to part 5. It has been a while, a bit longer than I wanted to, but time just has not allowed me to sit down for a full hour without jumping up and down. This is what you get when you have 4 businesses you run more or less on your own. It's very busy. But where did they go? Did he crush my fences? The little piece of schmuck? Okay, so now we're done with this fence here. That means that the smaller animals will not go through, except the rats, of course. But you won't have hares, and you won't have wild dogs, and you won't have goats, and you won't have sheep. So sheep can no longer go through. That happened already last patch for you guys as well. So what is going on in dev server now is quite hectic, actually, because after the last patch in public, which is 0.34, which is, let me see, oh my goodness, am I on the right patch? Yeah, 7.34, that is correct patch. We have a really nice rhythm on bot random on the animal raids. Actually, I think it might actually be a little bit too quiet, because as I told the devs, what we want with animal raids is not to frustrate, is to keep people active in quiet or dead times. And right now, we have been for a while a bit boring, I have to say, in a dead and quiet time. So this is the time, and we just had it. We just had a raid with 2 different types, or 3. We had a dog, we had a deer, and we had some hares coming, which the tribe dealt with fairly quickly. And now, of course, the hunters took the deer fairly quickly. So this is what I mean also. When you are playing on fast, the fastest of all, you will have a probability of getting more animal raids, because that is signalizing to system that you are bored. But I also told the devs that is also signalizes to system that experienced players have placed down what they want to have built, and then they want some fast continuation, hence they press on the max speed. Doesn't mean that they have nothing to do. It means they have placed thing down and waiting for it to be built, and they don't want to watch the paint dry. You know what I mean? So that is why at least the majority of players put on speed for the fastest. You know, you don't have to be experienced. New players as well, when they place down the stuff they want to have, they want it to be built, put speed up, and then you see them running around like busy ants working. You know, so it's not necessarily a correct assumption that when we use high speed, it means we are bored or have nothing to do. It's actually the opposite. It is also waiting for things to be built. Right, so it's a bit hit and miss, you know. It's extremely difficult to get correct, because we can't, or at least I can't, correctly all the time anticipate what each player will do. Nobody can do that. I don't think anyone can do that, not even, you know, the higher powers. Maybe they can, maybe, who knows. But what we mortals cannot. Oh yeah, this is the thing I had to make, because we didn't have access. I couldn't chop down the tree, so I had to build around it. Yeah, you know, if the mountain doesn't want to come to Muhammad, then Muhammad will go to the mountain. It's just how it is. So what else is happening? I think I lost my train of thought from the start, because I had something else I had to talk about at the same time. So I got a bit lost in myself there. But okay, yeah. So that topic is done. So I want to talk a little bit about the next implementation that we are working on right now. It is predators. Well, more specifically, the coding and what should be the norm, what should be, you know, acceptable to do within artistic freedom, which is not always wanted, but at times needed in all games. Since this is a realistic game with some artistic freedom, I still think that there is precedence and enough activity and immersiveness in game to still stay within what is realistic and historically correct. So what I want is, oops, is that all the food we have? No, we have 127. so typical me to not pay attention to the food because I get complacent because it's, easy. Everything becomes white noise, unfortunately. What I would like for the predators is, first of all, that they act according to their species and according to events that we will create in the game. And we're talking about human versus animal here. So not all animals attack on sight. That is something I do not want, and I've already said this. The problem is, how are we going to randomize it to be realistic? So this is a thing that needs to be overcome. And if I don't like the randomness, and if it's too illogical, then I will have issues with it. I've had issues with Animal Rage since it started. Because trust me, it was a million times worse when I started testing it than it was even on the last patch, which was so bad. Seriously bad. It was 10 times worse. And the amount of fights I've been having to do, all the knives I've had to sharpen to have all the changes that we have now being done is insane. And I must commemorate the resilience the devs have to not listen to me. They are very good at not listening. See, the thing is, if they don't agree with me, they will not do as I recommend. But they are forgetting that I actually know the game better than them. I play 18,000 times more than them. And I know the community a bit better than them. Actually, a lot better than them. Because they are not very talkative, are they? They don't seek people as such. They seek information about what the game needs. But that's basically it. And also they have a very admirable stance on people's behavior. I accept very little shit. I mean, I explode for the smallest piece of shit, although I know I shouldn't. I just can't help it. If I had talked to my parents that some players are talking to the devs, I would have whooped their asses. Seriously? So they have this really admirable calm about them when it comes to the abuse they have to accept from, or they choose, pardon me, let's get it correct, they choose to accept from players. I don't want it, but to not harm the game, I have to swallow the camels. And I know I have serious issues with this, serious issues with people being so rude and just so nasty. It's just mind-blowing that it is allowed to happen. You know, not only on Discord, but also on Steam. Are there nobody that regulates behavior at all? It's like it's free for all. Bash and smash all you can. Anyway, so predators and humans need a very good balance before I will be satisfied. So now I'm just waiting for that to come as well. We also have had a lot of small changes that has been done based on what player has left as feedback. There are too many changes to remember them all, but there are several really good ones. Really good ones. One of them is that now, before, say you have a basket, do I have a basket? We probably don't have baskets. No, we have nothing. Oh, the wild horses are coming. Yeah. Oh, he ran straight through. Oh my god. You gotta go. No. Don't take my pellet. Don't take my pellet. Oh, thank goodness. He ran the other way. Chase. So what has to see here? He stops too soon. So I want my people to chase him even further. See, here's the thing. No, that's the wrong way. Another thing which I reported. Yeah, run. The other thing I reported that has been worked on is with regards to animal race is that when you have a huge tribe, you will of course have tons of farms around you, at least if you're playing slow and hardcore, because you get so little food per field. That when an animal comes into camp, it tramples everything, and then when you try to chase it, you have to chase for fucking ever to get away from your farms. They trample everything. The thing is, when the second they stop with running away agenda or description, they start damaging again. So I've asked the devs, can we please how that animals do not stop in my farms and then go around the entire night and ruin everything. So they've made it so that the tribe will chase the animals much further away, as it should be. It's not that they only go 2 meters away from you. Yeah, okay, we're cool, human. You know, it doesn't work like that. So that has been done. Because, yeah, my big hardcore tribe lost over 2,000 cells, and that is way too much food to survive. So I had to migrate, and migrating with a 400 plus tribe on hardcore, and the most northern region you can get is more or less suicide. More or less suicide. It's a pain in the... Although, I have to admit, I do enjoy the challenge. I really do. But I like it when it's almost impossible. But you know, when it's impossible, then it's just impossible and you can't do it. So there's no point. It's like banging your head against a concrete wall thinking the concrete will give in. No, your brain will give in long before concrete gives in. So don't do that. It's like Einstein said, that the definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing over and over, thinking the result will be different, you know. So yeah, there's some truth in that, but you can't use this for all equations like randomness. Yeah. So yeah, what else is there in the kitchen of the devs? They've done several things that the community wanted. What is on Patreon now is not what's been happening the last 2 weeks in testing servers. The oaks that is in... Yeah, I know some of you are patrons, so you already know this, but whoever doesn't know, you don't know anything. You haven't heard anything. These tree types are now also further up north, which means that the fruit from them can be used to feed your livestock really well, because they have high calories. So that is a good thing to help. So you don't have to drown in flax fields if you have lots and lots of livestock. What else is there? Yeah, then of course the fibers are so plentiful now. We also have them in other plant types in Patreon at the moment, and these will grow also in Arctic conditions. So if you have few options for fiber high up north, or when it's really, really cold, you will always have this option, so you always will get your plant fiber. So that is a good thing. What can we make of houses? I can't remember. Okay, so we need to work towards it. Is stone working, or is both architecture and stone working? Yeah, I see what I need to do, but I also need to pay attention to the food and not babble away. I could just go on auto and then talk. What's the point in that? Let me see. Okay, so there is a bug where when you have a really big tribe or you have a lot of hunters, the hunters tend to chase away the animals too far. So you need to increase your work hours for them to actually manage to kill any. So although this is sorted in testing, it is not behaving properly. I might actually open this game up in 0.36, which is the patch I'm on at the moment, in alpha server. So we get proper behavior. But then you will also see everything else that I cannot hide and that my editor can't edit away either. So I don't think I can do that, although I want to. But I'm not supposed to. Alpha is for testing only, with half finished stuff and weird shit happening all the time because of weird events. So yeah, as soon as we have low on the deers, I think we should move on. And what are we now? 8,500. So it will be a while. So I think I will try to truncate a bit, a few hundred historical years. Is that a rat running through? It just ran through. Did you see it? It didn't harm anything or you do anything. It just ran in this gate here, out here. Do you know why? Because it's shorter. It's following the path through. So it's taking the shortcuts that we humans are using. But I expected this. Because the animals will also follow pathways randomly, of course, not like 100%, because that could be interesting. I see big exploits incoming if that's the case. But yeah, you can see that we already have one and another one over here which is a path that some animals are taking. But the rats, of course, can go through the gate, so they will go through the gates. That is just so cocky. The gate is not for you, Miss Rat. So go around. Yeah. So we need more stone working. Stone working you get via these. So, well, I guess what I should do. Damn rats. Okay, I see you, you little schmuck. So I have nowhere to put them because we don't have any storages. You know, we should just be glad that devs haven't coded in mosquitoes yet. Because if that ever happens, oh God, we are going to be so eaten up by mosquitoes. People are going to be sick. They're going to get malaria. Did they have malaria back in those days? I actually don't know. I need to look it up. I need to do the research if they ponder on adding mosquitoes and snakes and spiders. I don't want spiders. But I think it's too cold here to have tarantulas. I think you need much more tropical areas. So maybe down in Greece and stuff. If anyone is from Greece or down south in Italy and stuff, do you guys have tarantulas? Do you have those huge ass spiders? I don't want them up there. I will live up in the Arctic, so I never have to see them. Because the only thing I'm really afraid of are spiders. Irrational fear, because that's exactly what it is. Because we have nothing where I live that can kill us or even harm us of spiders. So yeah, it's a. You know, when I'm out in my garden, there's a spider crawling over my hand or very close to me, I scream. All the neighbors know that when Lily's in the garden, you get unexpected screams because there are spiders too close to me. I'm absolutely terrified. It's actually quite a hindering because I'm in my garden a lot. I do a lot of garden work. I do the hard stuff myself, and I've got blisters on my hand today because I was digging down 2 of my roses. And they need like 40-50 centimeters. They're not summer flowers. They need to be like 30-40 centimeter wide as well to get the spread of the roots properly. And so much work with roses, but they are so beautiful when they do come. So I'll add a picture of my garden when it's done. We only moved here last summer, so we just started on the garden this spring. So we're not even halfway there. I also waited to plant anything until July because I need to see what would come up already, what was already here. And it turns out nothing is here. They've had nothing here the last 15 years in this house. Nothing. The garden has been growing wild. And when we cut away the ivy from the fence, we had over a meter extra garden that the ivy had claimed from the fence. Oh dear. Right. So let me see. We have quite a bit of... How many are we? 21. Yeah, it's time to do limits because limits is not a bad thing. So you don't need to limit too much those with low calories because they will be fairly quickly eaten up. So those, oh God, I hate this. This can be emergency only. We don't want to, and these as well, absolutely horrendous. It's just nothing. It doesn't even feed a child. These, however, last for a long time, and so does these. Let me see how long they last. That has changed. It used to be 12 or 16. Hazelnuts used to be 36 months. I hate that they've done this. Don't put any limits on honeycomb. No need, because they last 60 months and they are probably the first thing to be eaten up all the time. No, same with pears. People are insane about pears. And these we do want because they are lovely and have high calorie, just like the hazelnuts. Hazelnuts are 4,500, so they are the highest. Oh, and the knowledge has changed. So indeed, you have to wait closer to 9,200 BC before you can get baskets. So that was one thing that was has become correct, or what was stated in the other post I mentioned in the other video. Prior to that, you could get it a bit before 9k, but now it's between 9k-ish, 9.2 and down to 8.5. So yeah, because we do need 20% to get it, and timeline will allow that closer to 9. Okay, so if you don't have enough skills, then you need to work on your skills to do it. Because you can see that timeline already allows it, and it has allowed it for a while. So you just need to work on your skills. So it's architecture, and then it's weaving. Yeah. So let me see what I've put mine on. Are they doing weaving? They are, but I don't need to have a limit on that one. Just keep going. I'm going to give her one more. But these guys are, what's toolsmithing? Yeah, keep working on toolsmithing. I'm going to give you one more. How many people do I have? I have 21. Do I have graves? Are there any free? Yeah. Oh, she's getting older, isn't she? 57. That's not old. That's not old, Lily. How could you? 58. No, it's going to be a while before we need it. 62. Yeah, this guy within 10 years. And that's it, really. So no stress with the graves for sure. So what else is there to discuss? Yeah, so yeah. Someone said, and this annoys me to no end, but I'm just not going to say anything to the devs because I'm going to give up on that. It's because the devs are trying to survive, so they change everything that any player says. And although I think it's ludicrous to do that, they do it. So what I'm going to talk about, just moan a bit for a few seconds. A player who used his entire tribe to gather all the pairs he could in Region 2 in beginners, got several hundred pairs. And he says, oh, that's too much. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? When you play like you should and put limits on, it's fine. There will always be 50% more food in the world than we are supposed to harvest. You can't harvest only one thing and then say it's too much, because you're supposed to divide your workforce on everything, not on one thing. So I could do the same for absolutely everything in the game. I could have 40 fishermen and get 400 fish, and then I'm telling the devs, oh no, we have too much fish. It is so stupid, I don't even know how to begin to explain it. But they reduced the pear tree amounts due to it. So now there will be less pairs. So what is happening is that the devs are, via this one player, forcing players to stop all activities except this one thing, and use every hunter or every worker in the tribe to get this one thing in order to have it in the tribe. That is what's going to happen. You can't do anything but gather pairs now to get a good amount in tribe for winter. Fuck everything else. You can do nothing else. And this annoys me to no end that they don't see this. So I'm just saying that has been done, and I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother protesting it, because I know why they're doing it, but it's so stupid. It's detrimental to the game, to be honest. Because not everyone, actually very, very few, plays the way that this player does. By so wildly focusing on only one product that the camp is filled with it. Nobody flipping does that, and this also means we will have none in hardcore, because we already have very little in hardcore north. So yeah, it's very difficult to be a tester when you know the game better than the developers. Very difficult. Because they don't have time to do the testing and all the playing that I do. That's my job, you know. But when they make changes that fucks up the game so badly that I don't even know where to start. And if they then don't listen to me or don't understand what I'm saying, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. Might have to learn Spanish. Or coding. I don't know. But anyway, that was not a move that I would have said was okay. Under any circumstance. Let's have a look. what do we have of food now? Oops, that was not what I wanted to click. This one. So we do have pears. So I'm going to show you what I mean that he actually did. I'm going to show you. So this is the version before. Oh no, we don't have pears. Duh. Never mind. Oh, crikey. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have deleted them. Should just put them to 1, shouldn't I? Now I have to do it all over again. I didn't see a yellow thingy there. So I thought we had pears, but of course it's nighttime and everything is reset at night. So, oh, like a proper fiddly doodly doo. These, what do I have? These are 50. Only these and these. These can be high. I don't remember what I put these on. I put on 50. And these also can go high because they're low calorie. We want them. These are fairly low as well. Yeah. Do we have... No, we don't. We are in public. Oh, I keep thinking, do we have the types of food that is in Patreon and testing server now? But of course, this version won't have it for a few months. I just need to remember that. Okay, so are the hunters starting to struggle now with the hunting? No. Wait, are they far away? I need to go check that because there is a bug. Let's see how far off she is. Not that far. There it is. Let's see how much it runs because that seemed to be an issue. That they run like mad. Oh, where did it go? Oh. Did she get it? Oh, it ran over the water. I remember when animals could run in deeper water than humans. So they gave up when they came to water. Well, the animal got away. The animal got away. Yeah, they run too much. You can see they run too much. They never catch up. That is why they didn't manage to... Oh, they did manage to kill one. Okay, then I'm happy. Yeah. Or maybe they did in the last second. I didn't see it. But yeah, with horses and the deer, they run far too much. So yeah, it's supporters now. Let's see what the devs do with it. So yeah, the pears have been reduced drastically, way too much in my opinion, but hey, who am I to say anything? Then you have blackberries and dog rose that is actually rose hips. They have increased those because they were too few. Not my recommendation because I felt there was enough, but for some players there are too few. Or the random density is too low. But there's so much other food that I didn't see the need to have everything equally high. It could be it's allowance to have various degrees of how much things are. What else is there? There are a few things that I haven't tested yet. They also made it so that you need to be closer to your people to have all the sound effects. Because it could be quite stressful when you were up here to see the icons and you have tons of sounds going on at the same time, especially with livestock. It's such a cacophony at times. You get a bit of a headache. I know a lot of players play without the sound, and I prefer to play without the sound. But when I do testing, I need to hear everything. Things are happening the way it should. We still have that in the max speed, this one here. You sometimes have music from speed 3 and speed 4 on top of each other, so it doesn't fit. It's really odd. I have informed the devs quite a while ago, but it seems they haven't fixed it yet. Anyway, I do like that we have that we can click anything in the vicinity or on the map and then be told what it is. I really do like that. And it also shows what it's got of stuff. Let's go see if we can find more. There are some that has wikis, but not everyone. Not everyone has wiki like big trunks, because what else would you need wiki for on this one? Because you already see that if you crop it, then you get a log. So yeah, what is this? Is just a rotted stump. Some of these stumps can contain beehives. Oh, now it's dark, so let's go back. Ta-da, to camp this way. So they keep changing the keys for several things to try to fit more player styles. I think it's a bit too much now. We need to calm down on the changing of the keys. It should be the standard, which most games have. It should be that, and not the entire fucking keyboard. Seriously, gotta calm down on changing those. What do you have? Hunting, of course, but I'll take you. Hunting. So they've also changed several things that has to do with storage, because a player said something to the same effect that I have been saying since 2021. So now they have changed that. It is basically that, first of all, they do not put really fresh with really old. And if they are really old and about to be decayed away, and if there are other fresher produce in the storage, then the rotten ones will be pushed away so they don't infect or affect the fresher ones so quickly. Yeah. So the mixing is minimized, so it also takes longer time and goes much slower. It goes much slower for very decayed products to affect fresh products. And this is something I think many of us has asked for quite a while. I mean, I remember asking it already in 2021 when I started playing the game. So yeah, it's good that it's coming. It was well needed. And also one thing they have removed, but I'm not sure to what end it is, because there was this one guy who complained that they don't fish, they don't hunt, but I already found that there was a bug with these things, which has been fixed in testing. But they have actually done some changes I don't agree to. I cannot tell you what they are yet. I must test them first, and I also am not sure if they're going to stay. Because if I protest too loudly and explain why we can't have it like this, then the devs tend to revert it or change it to something that I say is okay. Yeah. So that is basically, yeah, what is going on at the moment. There's of course several other things as well that shouldn't leave the channel. There's a reason they don't have a footpath, what do you call it, a roadmap anymore, but they are sharing it publicly now anyway, you know. So next in line is predators. That is the next, that's the roadmap stepping stone that they are on at the moment. Because animal raid will now only need smaller changes, smaller tweaks. They still have rats? No. So they are now on predators, and some changes to, they're actually trying to simplify the game. They are working on simplifying the game and adding much more info that will help the player understand the concepts better, or understand the more intricate parts of the concept, because the concepts themselves are understandable. It's just that the depth of it and the intricacy of how they can work together and how it can go really bad or go really well is not easily understood, because player need to play a lot to figure it out. You know, you need to play to learn. So yeah, let me see, how's food? I can't forget food. also keep an eye on food. When it starts to go down and there's not a steady income of food, then it's time to migrate. So it's now 8,300. And I would like to start spamming for skill working. So I'm going to do that. Do I have another one? I do. You. Let me see how many stones do I have these on. Yeah. How much do we have of people here? We have plenty of people here. So I'm going to give this 2 people. And then you're going to first of all work on why can I not post it right next to here where everybody's been walking? Come on. Or maybe they haven't. Maybe I'm full of it. So animals are welcome to come trample these, because building and repairing gives skills, gives training. So be aware that the devs have added apprenticeships, but not in the way I want it. It is, yeah, I'm not sure what to call it. It is automatic, which is one of the things that I don't like. And the reason why I don't like it being automatic is because it takes away any control player has over who shall do what. And this is the only thing players are asking for. Let us control who we put in what group, how many apprentices we want. You know, I know for sure I want this. And I'm pretty sure that, what, Jesus, what's with you guys? You think I don't see you sneaking in? You see the rest of your family following behind? I knew it. I knew it. You fuckers. This is what you get when you wish for more raids. Yeah, I know we have enough. We have 74 wooden spears. Yeah, so I would like this apprenticeship to be more... Oh, is it running? It is. More in player control than it is at the moment. Because the assumption that I feel has been done is that player can afford to have apprentices that does a really poor job in each and every profession. We can't afford that. So I would like that to be a bit different, but let's just see what they're doing, because what I see in testing for sure is that those who have no skills, that are in skilled groups, they produce basically nothing. I had a guy with no architecture spend 46 sleeps on building up a stone pit hut. 36 sleeps to just dig the thingy, and then another 10 sleeps to put on the stone. So yeah, that is not quite working as intended. So a few tweaks desperately needed there. Oh, is it just one coming? Oh, poor little dude. Oh, and a dog. Where the hell did that one come from? Okay. This is what I don't like, is that they are hovering so close to camp all the time. It makes me really nervous because they are just waiting to ambush. The rats you will always have to contend with. You will always have to work with the rats. There's nothing you can do about them. They will come no matter. It's the same in real life. If you leave food out in the open, you will have rats. It's just how it is. So yeah. So yeah, I'm really glad that they have increased the length that fear will last on wild animals. Ooh, he's got some nice stuff. How much do we have now? 7. Okay, he had just about the same or a little bit below, didn't he? Let's have a look. Yeah, he's 3% below, right below. That's fine. That's fine. So migrants also have been changed to contain much more of the knowledges that the tribe actually needs. And this is a good change. I'm not going to argue this change at all. This is a good change. Yeah. Let me see how we're doing. You see the food is steadily going down. Yeah. Need to keep an eye on that. Let's have a look and see how many we have of free workers. 4 free workers. That is plenty enough. We don't need more. Don't need more. So when pears are in season, I'm going to pause everything and only harvest pears in all the gathering groups and pause everything else. Then I'll show you how much you can get during a season or during a day even, and then time that with as long as the season lasts, which is 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 sleeps. And then I ask for the longevity on the trees to be longer, not production but longevity, so they last several months longer on the trees than they do now, which means we have longer time to collect them and harvest them. So decay has then been reduced as well, but they still decay quite fast, 4 months. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably correct. I don't have all the calculations in my head that they are using to calculate these things. So that should be September. So what you see now is a culmination of not harvesting up what was from last season and what is coming into season now. So I'm gonna go spy on my gatherers and wait. I have to wait till they do the pairs. I'm gonna try something. How many stuff that is? 24. That would mean everyone will be put on pause. But it's midday already, isn't it? Yeah, it's midday. So we're losing half a day. We have food in camp to afford this. Just gonna just pause everything. Everything is paused, including you. And the only thing you guys are gonna get are pears. So now we're gonna see how much is left from last season. I'm also going to do this to make sure that they don't do any tribal chores. Oh, you guys. No, it will count tomorrow, not today, because I started too late. So tomorrow these are going to be filled. How many people do we have? We have 23. So this one, minus 1, will be counting tomorrow. Then we'll see. There shouldn't be a lot here because we're only 24 people. We're only 23 people, so it shouldn't be a lot. But I can do the same on a big tribe. Or do I have a big tribe on this server? I actually do not know. I'll have to go look, I think. I might. Well, we'll find out anyway. I'm just going to see how many comes to camp. So this is pre pre-changes. This is with the normal amounts, but it shouldn't be too many because we are just in 8,200, so it shouldn't be too many. So now we have 14 already, and they will be eaten up fairly quickly. Let's do this and this and this. See if we can manage to get a better result. Where are the pears? Oh, that's because they have emptied those that was there for the season. And now when October starts, which is today, they should start to be harvestable. So now that they got, how many did they get? Let me see. 46, 62, and now they're 85, 88, 117, 141. So you can see 255. You can clearly see that when you spend the entire flipping tribe, you get in the hundreds, even in a tribe of 23. But when you are playing the way you should, where you are dividing your flipping entire workforce and only have a few people gathering the pairs, you won't even get a tenth. You might get 30, 40. Come on, what is this lack of logic? Oh, when I post the builders, I also post okay, that was weird. Why are they still paused? Oh god, this is annoying. Ah well, let's unpause then. If that's a bug, I'm going to report it to the devs. It's a bit silly, but hey. Right. I'm gonna just let them do it one more day. There's still plenty food. 258. Oh, they are taking from the ground. Look at that. See this? 180 we had, plus whatever was eaten from the ground. And when we have the workforce distribution that you're supposed to have, you will have much less coming in. So changing anything based on one player who has figured this out by doing exactly what I just did now is, pardon me, yeah, I'm not even going to say it, because it's not flattering at all. I'm just shocked that it's done. I'm just shocked that it's being done. Seriously. It is frustrating. Absolutely. That there is no deeper consideration. It's a game that I really like. It's my favorite game. Now we can make baskets finally. It's my favorite game now. With World of Warcraft on a second place. Those are two games I play. But I do get frustrated when they do changes like this based on one player who's using tactics that nobody else is using. No, nobody else would do that. But now I've taught you that you can do it, so you can do it now. But it's reduced now. So unless you use my tactic, you probably won't get any pairs. You won't perhaps get 1/10, maybe, if you're lucky. So you can thank that guy for saying it the way he did with his tactic. So, yeah. Why do I have so many roots? Should only be fan, right? Did I? No, I didn't. Never mind. Now, let's see. Nope. We have 14 of the fibers. Let's get some more fibers. You guys can do 40 now. Now we just need to work on chopping. Oh, oops. I saw it, but I didn't register that I needed to not have it so far back. There you go. No chopping needed now. I've been looking at it, but it's just been white noise. Didn't even react to it. So the animal raid is definitely doable in beginners. It is worse in hardcore because the second you land, you have them all over you. But I don't mind that because hardcore is supposed to make you sweat. It's supposed to be a bit over the top to have extra difficulty, extra challenge. So this is not a bad thing. Yeah, I'm totally fine with this. The animals though, I still don't like that they go straight through your stone fences like the horse did. I think it goes without saying that they don't do that. They didn't then, they don't do now. Maybe if it's stampede, they will panic through it. But I asked if we could have, you know, the way the stampede looks. But, you know, clipping, they will go into each other and will just look like a big mass of some weird stuff. So I don't think that's going to be easy to do if they can manage it at all. I mean, coding and programming, such details must be such finicky work. I'm not sure I could manage to do it. I actually don't think I could. I think I might be bored to tears. I think you need special interest in order to be a programmer, I think. You just have special interest to be whatever, really. Don't you? To be good at something, you need to have the interest, I think. To be really good. It goes without saying, whatever you like, you tend to be better at. Don't you? Now that you can see the pears, go enjoy the pears while you have them. So let me see. I can take down that and do this again. Not stress them. What is it we need for chopping now then? Oh, you too. Damn. Not paying attention at all, am I? Now I need someone to come with more stoneworking because we've already built the stone fences. Didn't give us stone axe. This is 10% we need. Need to go have a look, see. We need. Yes. What do we have? Do we have 6? We have 5, so we need. That doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, I was looking at toolsmithing. Not stoneworking. Yeah, we need 10%. Fuck's sake. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh dear. So that should be 6. That means that this one should need 4%. Yeah, that is correct, of course. I need to look at the right tool, Lilly. Then you get the right numbers. I muted my microphone. I didn't even notice. That was a few minutes without any talk. Maybe you're happy about it. Who knows? How many are we? We are 23. Are we not getting any babies? Pregnancies has been increased. And we are 100% happy tribe. But you know, it's mid-meso, so... Oh, that is one big horror. Oh, the hunters have it in sight already. Sorry, you need to run or you're gonna die. Seriously, good. You need to run. There you go. Hunters are running after. 192, yeah. So it seems... Yeah. So the more hunters you have, the more the animals run away. So you need to spend more and more hours to kill them. But that is, it's fixed in testing, or I think majority is fixed. I need to test properly. I haven't had time yet. Because I also need to do so much garden work. Oh my word, so much garden work to do. Garden work is hard work, seriously. Trying to dig down in the soil like 40-50 centimeters to plant your roses, and I have 27 rose bushes. Damn, no wonder I'm full of blisters. It would be better if the handle on the spade was not slick. If it was more structured, then it wouldn't be so bad, but it's so slippery, slick, you know, like polished plastic. I think I'm going to take off the handle so I don't get more blisters. So we're overproducing a lot here, but doing it on purpose, of course. Of course, we want to want the progress, don't we? We do. So I don't particularly love that we don't see all the knowledges that belongs to the Mesolithic timeline, but I guess they have a reason for it. What the reason is, I'm not sure. Maybe to simplify the game, because it does make it more difficult to understand when you have a lot of things up there that you don't even have in tribe. So I do understand it-ish. I do understand it, but I'm not sure I like it though, because I liked having the overview of everything. But of course, as soon as you get a migrant or your tribe learns a skill, a new skill type, then it will show. But I do like that, because this is how it is now, that tribe can learn a lot themselves. They don't need migrants, you know. You can learn a lot yourself. You just need to work for it. So I'm actually quite fine with that. So now it's just working on skills. How much stone do we have? 598. So that means I'm going to make one group that does stone working only. What do I have here that I can make? Nothing. Meh. Let's do some more stone fencing around the graveyard. That's a good idea. Oh, I can't do the trees. And down here, I need to make an opening here, and then we place down the gates. So let's have a gate here. Oh gosh, that was a bit long, wasn't it? It's a bit odd. I'll just add the fence section after I've done the gate. I think that's a better idea. Oh no, there you go. And you go eat up a bit of the other place, and it's no big deal. Like, this is fine as well. Oh, I didn't want him to do that. I wanted him to only do the woodworking. No, the stoneworking. So you. There you go. Now, go be busy and get some improvements. So I have told the developers since 2021 that Stoneworks is the wrong name. It should be Stoneworking on the knowledge. Stoneworks is the place where you work with stone. I think Stoneworking is the actual skill. It is the same with which one was it? Woodworking. Woodworks is where you are working, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm not going to be cocky, but I did mention it to the devs in 2021 that it doesn't sit right. Oh, you're done already with everything? What the hell? And no animals to break anything. What a pity. I'm gonna rebuild them once they've taken them down. That is how I spam. When I get impatient, I spam for them to get better knowledge. Because the thing is, when you can see the red, that means the tribe also is aware of them, and they will start to demand these types of housing. But if we can't make them, we can't bleeding well make them. So we are literally forced to spam in order to reach them. And this is something that I have told to the devs, that nobody can play the game as intended. They have to spam. So yeah. Was there another one there? No. The trees in the way. Also, I don't like that the trees are not moving away when I go like this. Or maybe, oh, wait a minute, is that in the settings maybe and I'm stupid? I'm gonna go have a look. Oh, my mod, by the way, still not working. Let's see. I thought there used to be an option to do so that you could see through although the trees disappeared when you went really close to see something and then they disappeared. Why is that no longer? I was sure it used to be. Do you guys remember it? Did it used to be here? Oh, rats. Darn rats. Is the family coming through? Or is it just them two sneaking in at night? Yeah, sorry. They didn't survive the poking in their ass. They died. Pity. Rats are cute. I like rats. I can't help it. I like rodents. The only thing I don't like is spiders because I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of spiders. Yeah, because we're continuously producing, aren't we? We are on unlimited to improve skills. Can you guys hear that the drums do not fit with the music? It just doesn't fit. It's messy. Okay, now I can build more. Yeah, I'm just going to finish those first. So I think, yeah, so you can see animal rage is very, very easy to handle at the moment, even though in beginners you have so much more animals. But it's because it has been calmed down. And when you are in the region I am, which is region, aren't we in region 2? Oh my god. We are in region 2, right? We are, yeah. It's so temperate that you won't really have a lot of drought. Oh, someone told me how to say it, now I already forgot. Drought. I think it's drought. I think she said drought. So we won't have a lot of it, so ergo we won't have a lot of animal raids. That makes sense. But you will have a bit more when you have the speed on high like I do. You will have less when you have less speed. So just keep that in mind, yeah? And you can also make sure, I've told you this before guys, that you place things away from camp with a bit of high calorie so that animals don't come and ruin your fences and step on everything you have. So that is a way to control them a little bit. It doesn't mean that they will be fully controlled, so let's just be clear. It's not fully controlled, but it's at least to some degree. Okay, so let's get up 2 baskets. They're going to be the dried meat and the dried... Do you have dried fish at all? Nah, because fish is so little, isn't it? I have it on high limit, on low limit. No, I don't. It really should though, shouldn't it? Because we have so much... Actually, I'm going to pause you guys. Let's go look at the decay. Yeah, it just tells me I have too much food. Of course I have too much food. I have 250 dried meat. Okay, so I'm going to put dried meat in these. So now we've got the basket. So now that goal is reached. But why do we not have pits? Oh, it's the architecture, because I haven't been spamming. So architecture has not come to help us out with pits. That's why. But now I am spamming. So now we will work on that. Get down some extras. Oh, why didn't you want to be placed? Okay, I'm going to place down a lot and then just leave them to it. So, and that is how I do it. Let's see how this guy with oh, she's old, 57. Not sure she's doing us a favor. Oh, he has increase in hunting. I'll take him. You see, you can reach really high fishing and hunting skills because the timeline is not stopping you at all. While here you can see everything else. You're being stopped by timeline. I do think that leatherworking as well should be 100%, but hey, who am I to state anything? So this is what I mean. In testing, you can, before they're done building, designate the projects you want these to have. So as soon as the building project has a name, you can designate. That will come in a few months to you guys as well. It's a really good change. It was actually a collateral damage bug from something else that was done. And I said, keep it because it's a good bug. It's a really, really useful bug. So I think the devs are just going to leave it. Or I hope they are. Otherwise, I'll be frustrated because I said, leave it. Don't touch it. Let's see if they listen. They might. Or they might not. Who knows? Nobody knows. We will find out. Yeah, so... I'm going to do this and just wait, because she had other talents, so she will be going on in other groups. That means maybe a guy with a bit younger can deal with this. Let me see. Yeah, she will skill up till she reaches what the tribe has, and then she will be the one who is progressing, because she is skillful, so she will be the one. I just need to lock her to the work and make sure she doesn't stop working. And since this can take some time, I'm going to do things a little bit different, because logistics also counts. A lot of time is wasted on logistics. So what I am going to do is place down raw stones here as a priority, and these guys are lowest priority. There you go. Let's see how that works. I guess they don't particularly love the houses. Let's see how far down they've gone. -13, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Because you have so many months when you move a new place, migrate and land, you have so many months with a lot of plus in your housing, so you can be slower to build up decent housing and instead focus on your defenses, for instance, build extra tools and weapons. And if you land with little food, then you can focus on getting more food, you know. So it opens up a lot of other things that you can do that is actually needed as well. So this is a good change. This is a really good change, especially for players who doesn't quite know everything about the game yet. So there will be the new and the inexperienced, or those who are outdated, just haven't played for a long time. So this is a good change. So I also think it's really important to emphasize to new players that the tutorials are there to get you started, not to make you understand everything in game. You have to play a bit and allow yourself to make mistakes and have humongous failures. Seriously, you need to fail to win. I'm not kidding. Don't lose your guts and be frustrated over constantly losing, being handed your ass. You will have times where it seems hopeless, but I promise you it isn't. I promise you the testing I do is also in order to help the new players. I must admit that I am not sure how well a job I'm doing for the new players, because I haven't been able to reduce myself to a point where I always see what new players are going through. So this is something I need to be aware of for everything I test and everything I comment and remark on to the devs to either change or tweak. But I keep saying we need to remember that it's the new players that need to understand this, because most of the people who actually watch my videos are experienced players, and none of them really need me to tell them how to play, because they have their style that works for them from tribe 7 to 450, yeah, in any timeline. So this really is for the new players. But just don't give up. Just keep trying new methods. Or ask on Discord or on Steam what you can do differently, what other people are doing. There are several people who will gladly share how they do things to make things work. And maybe you can adapt some of your methods to be more like theirs, and then figure out a way that fits you better as you play along, as you get to know the game better. But this game is not learned in a day. You need to have many hours behind your back to understand it fully. You don't need to know all the calculations and all the numbers and percentages, blah, blah, blah. If you, oops, I can hear breaking shit, dude. God damn. No. Okay, well, I kind of wanted that, didn't I? Shan't complain. Get it away. Get it. Big rocks. And crashing things as they go. Run after it. Go get it. How many are they? They're going to the path, aren't they? Yeah. So you can see the incursions are much more balanced, but I hate this. I hate that they are stepping through and ruining everything. You know, why are we losing everything? Why can't they just fall on the ground to be picked up and then put again? Ah. So I don't want to lose. I want the pelt and the leather stuff to just be broken down, you know. So we have to pick them up. Are you guys still here? That doesn't sound scary at all. Ah, that's not scary at all. Some screams just sound like meh. Not scared. I'm just scared. I'm just screaming because someone told me to. You know? Do I have too few people in camp? I swear to God, they're aiming for my houses. There is plenty of weapons here. Go get them. Okay, one is chased away. This is something that needs work. Oh, it's chased away now, okay. That they are not really dropping everything in this version to chase them away. They really should be doing that. Oh no, they're running away, aren't they? Just need to chase them further off. Because we do not want them in our area. So yeah, they're basically aiming for my houses. What the hell? Oh dear. Okay, let's have tribe do those then. But the other guys can do to work on their architecture. Yeah, so we finally got some action after many years, 5 years. But you know, when there's aurochs and wild horses and deer, there's nothing you can do. There's no fence except palisades that can keep them out. So during the entire Mesolithic, you're fucked. You know. So this is also one of the reasons why I told you this. We can't have like they coming every night and ruining everything. That's frustrating. This is not fun at all. And if I didn't have enough leather here, I wouldn't manage to get up all my houses again. So yeah, there's a reason there's so few of these raids now. Did any of them get killed, by the way? They're going for them. Let's have a look and see what these guys are up to. This one is more interesting. Oh, you don't have any architecture at all. Okay. This one is fairly old, but it does have architecture. But we only have 5%. That's very little. Because we haven't worked on it. You know, the learning is so slow. They have increased the learning pace. Not in this version, but in 0.36 they have increased. Actually also 0.34 and 35. So 34 is current. No, I tell a lie. It's 35. They have increased it. Okay, now I'm insecure. They could easily have increased it in this version as well, 34. I know for sure it's in Patreon, which is 35. And I know for sure it's in alpha testing, which is 36. And we are 34. So I need to just say to us, I don't remember if they had it in 0.34. I don't think so. I think it's in 0.35 and not 0.34, because releasing it to public without checking it, testing it properly is something devs have said they will never do again, because they have done it, and I was so mad at them for doing it. They released it without me agreeing with what should be released, and we got so much backlash. I never want that again. Oh, it's that one. Is it the same one? You twiddle. You see, this is a thing that is now stopped in 0.36, that they keep coming back. So this is frustrating as fiddlesticks. But in 0.36, they are not doing this. They are changed, because I protested so loudly to them constantly coming back like this. And now I have, yeah, I have just about enough leather to fix all this again. But this is something that we don't want. We don't want this constant coming back. So this is not okay. And the devs, of course, are aware, which is why 0.36 is changed. You see they're being chased away. Now we have hares, because now the fences are broken down. So now everything will come. But yeah. Scared him. And then one left. Yeah, I don't like that they are lingering outside, just sneaking around to get to your food. Actually quite annoying. So yeah, they are moving further away. But as you can see, this is total destruction, isn't it? Total destruction. I'm going to ask the devs so we can keep the pelts and the fine sticks at least some of them. Like, not everything is being broken, but they just have to pick it up from the ground, you know, and then build it up again with the same material almost. Maybe a few broken sticks that can't be used, or one pelt that has been torn, you know. I'm sure it could be used for other things as well. There's no way they just threw it away. It's always used for everything. Yes, look at this. Architecture has now been improved. So this is where I'm going to save. Let's save it. I'm just going to do so senile here. This one. And the reason the saves, look, these have red is because of my ground level camera mod is not working anymore, because we've had 2 updates in my server and my games since 0.34. So they will work on everything that is prior to 35, as you can see here. Anything before this, prior to 34 is working, and 34, but nothing after is working. So that's a bit, yeah. So now we can make pits. So I think that's going to be it for this time. So we talked a little bit about what's going on and what I seriously disagree with. I feel I have a lot of, I don't know, complaints at the moment, because we could have avoided a lot of backlash if they had listened to me. And I feel I've said this several times, but it's like, I don't get a satisfaction from it because it's so harmful to the game. And it's like, am I doing something wrong for them to not listen to me? Or is it just that they don't see what I see? Because they don't play the game. They don't really play it. It's me who does that. Should they then not just listen to what I have to say? Should they not listen to me? Anyway, as long as the community comes and ravages them afterwards, they will change, it seems. I just wish they would change before, so that we didn't have the backlash and the ravaging and the several bad reviews in a row because of it. Because it's not good for the game, yeah. So that is something I would like to have done. But the devs promised me they wouldn't do it again. If I protest something, they will listen and not release. So yeah, now we have improved architecture, so now we can get better housing. Fucking Aurochs are coming back. Well, I don't mind them going there. You can go there, that's fine. Because we are working on architecture, so if you're going to ruin them, go for it. But yeah. Where's the sun? Where the heck is the sun? Oh, there it is. We have lost both the sun and the moon on several occasions on the test server. Hey, and we've had moonlight and moons being on the completely wrong sides. Are you serious? You're inside my hut! Okay. There's only one thing I can do here. Because we can't have it like this. Need to do this. Yeah, it's already killed one. Go get more. Because there are people free here. Go get him. There's nothing there, okay. Okay, they're on them, good. But now I'm out of leather. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can do nothing about. Yeah, okay. That's pissing me off. quite literally, that they kept coming back and coming back and coming back. But since I know that they don't do that anymore in point 36, patch 36, which is the one I'm testing, I'm letting you guys know that this will not continue. They will not continue doing it. They go back and forth and ruin everything. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to delete them. Like that. Now we have, how many do you like? You like 4. Then you're going 2. Like that. Let's get him down. Okay. And what's this? This one's the dryer. Okay, they're both meat. Right. Now I hope that they are dealt with, the cattle. Just having one going for cattle alone, it's a bit tragic. I have to do that, but there you go. You can go do whatever you want. Right. So the next episode might take over a week, but I'm going to do some pre-recording because I simply do not want to spend 14 hours just watching them in full speed, you know, because that is at the moment what's going on. This is the thing that most very experienced players are struggling with, that is so much waiting and watching. But I've shown you how you can force a bit knowledge to be progressed, and you can choose to do this, or you can choose to just let it come natural, because migrants will bring it either way. As soon as there is a correct timeline for whatever you have, you will find that migrants will randomly come with extra skills to bring to you. So it's not like you must do it or you will die. But the problem is that if your tribe can see these things, then they want these things. So when they're red, tribe is aware. And then everything else automatically go to high minus. So yeah. So next time we're gonna replace the ones that got ruined with stone. And eventually these here are going to be replaced with the pelt pit huts, because they are better, of course, in quality. But that won't be now. Oh, it's going to be a little while, a bit more than a week, I think, because our week coming up will be super busy for me. I'm not even sure I can get time to do any testing. But yeah, just keep on practicing your skills. That is important. If you want progress faster, you need to practice and create tasks. So if you have the materials and you have the workforce to do so, just let your workers have free limit, so they are constantly working on their skills, working on progressing skills. Yeah, so now even more architecture improvements. So now we suddenly have 15%, so we've increased it 10% by a few days. Let's see what we can get, what we lack now to get the last housing. 10%. Yeah, so we need 20%, don't we? Yeah, we need 25% to get the straw hut, the bigger ones. Right. Oh, that's nice. Nice colors. So that's it, guys. Remember to allow yourself to fail. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure is part of learning, you know. Having dead tribes, flooding, starvation, workforce crashes, everything belongs to the learning phase, doesn't it? It belongs to the learning. Nobody starts the game and rocks at it immediately. That is just not going to happen ever. right? So don't lose hope, even though it seems hopeless. It isn't. Just keep on going. And until next time, have fun and do take care.